I'm gonna ask this question. This is a legitimate question. I'm not trying to be funny, and I'm not trying to. I this is just it's curious on my mind, and anybody that feels like answering, I would like to get an answer from this, please. Um, Women, because I've always seen like women, they like career driven women. They always put kids on the back burner, and it's just like a lot. It seems like a lot of our women miss out on having kids because they put their career first and all that other stuff. So I want to ask this question because maybe I probably know the answer, but I do want to hear from women. It's just that, do y'all feel like, if y'all have a even if y'all like meet the man of your life and you want to like your career and all that other stuff, do you feel like that is always a distraction? And that, because like I've seen it a lot, like from the Vivica A. Foxes, the Tracy Ellis Ross, the Jalissa from 160 Park, and I think even Roxy. Um, they always say, I got to put my career first, and I've been always been career driven, so like they end up like 38 and not with no man and always alone and all that other stuff, no kids and all that, alone and all that other stuff. And then it's just like, I said, do you women feel like that you can't have both, or is just like, do you feel like you have to sacrifice not having the kids to have a profound career? Because men don't do that. I feel like as men, like I understand that we're not giving birth to the child. That's an obvious statement, and it's just like we're not the ones giving birth to the child. There's not that many stay-at-home dads if the wife is making substantial amount of money, and there's no real stay-at-home dads, and not a lot of women are really trying to take care of grown men per se, or that, or don't want to be the breadwinner. Let's say that, because a lot of them, when they want to have the kids, they want to be housewives, or they just don't want to. They don't want to put so much into, like, it's not going to be a 50-50 relationship. Let's just say that the man got to be the most provider, which in the traditional value that does happen, and it can go like that. But if a woman, like, I've always seen is these women with these degrees, and they got these good six-figure jobs, and all of a sudden they just want to become wives and shit. It's like, why? No, it's not much of a why. It's just like, do you feel like you can't do both? Because because a lot of people was like, I remember when Cardi B got pregnant with her first child, and a lot of people was like, oh, you're sabotaging your career for for having Offset's baby and all that other stuff. And she was like, well, why can't I have both? Beyonce, I don't know how old Beyonce was. I think she was in her 30s when she had. Rihanna's just having a baby. But if ASAP Rocky ain't getting pregnant, she was like, I'm gonna have a baby at 40 and be a single mom. In which, in my personal opinion, I know she's a billionaire and she could take care. She has the funds to take care of a baby. But I still think that's a bad. I personally think that's a bad idea, because I think fathers are needed in the fucking lives. It's like I wasn't for her raising that baby by herself. So that's why I'm like, I'm happy that she's with somebody that actually likes her for her, and ASAP Rocky, and they taking care of the baby. Nicki Minaj, like, she had a miscarriage at one point, and if I'm correct, because I think she talked about it in one of her songs. She had a miscarriage, and now she's a mother, and she's back on like her rap shit now. So it's just that Eve just had a baby. Eve is like 42, just had a baby. Janet Jackson didn't have a baby till she was like 50. J Lo around the same age. They didn't have a baby till they were 50. Halle Berry didn't have a baby till she was 50 and something like that. It's just like, where it's just, you don't see that many examples. Vivica A. Fox, I think she's hit menopause. I don't know. I'm not saying she's that old, but I don't think she's ever having a kid. But I don't know. She wants. Actually, I think she said in the Vlad interview that she wanted kids. So I just look at that, because I'm looking at Tracy Ellis Ross, and it's just like, You mean I don't know? Maybe because a lot of women say that black men are intimidated by women that make more and all that other stuff. It's just that I disagree. I personally disagree. I'm pretty sure there's some people they want to be the breadwinner. They got to be the alpha male. All that other stuff. But I do not think that black men are just like, oh man, she make more money than me. That's just bad. I don't think men are on that type of tip, especially if they're earning. It's like I make my money because let's be real. If I like date an entertainer and she comes home with millions of dollars and I make like 50K a year, I'm not going to be intimidated because like I've got a regular 9 to 5. She's an entertainer, so of course she's going to bring in that type of money. It's like I don't want to be my whole thing is I gotta support her though, and as a man I think you should support her. Just like she's an entertainer, so she's in that business. You got to be comfortable as a man. I do think as a man you got to be comfortable in that business and all that stuff. You don't really hear a lot of celebrities dating female celebrities dating average Joes. The only person I think whoever did that was like Pink, and that was after like she dated a rock star or something like that. After she dated a rock star like that. But I this is notorious for black women. I think Dominican women because or just women in the entertainment business because you don't really hear a lot of women having pregnancies and all that other stuff. Cardi B, she's on the second child and she's still bringing in money. So it, I think it's possible. It's just that I don't think you have to sacrifice. I don't know because it seems like a lot of women they have to sacrifice. It's like out of the career or a family, and um, I don't think it's like that. I don't think you should be having babies out of wedlock like I think Amara La Negra is having. I don't because you don't ever see the baby father, so I think she's having it out of wedlock. But obviously she's going to do that. She's when women get that baby bump, that's it's over. It's all it is. It's that baby bump. But ladies, I'm literally asking. Is just like, do you have to have that talk to where you put your career before? Because men don't have to do that. If anything, a family helps a man. It's just like, hey, when you start having kids, you're gonna like look at LeBron. LeBron is building a legacy where yes, he was his high school sweetheart, but he could have been like fucking hoes left and right. Let's be real. LeBron could have been fucking hoes left and right. But he's with his high school sweetheart. And, they've been together and he's building a legacy to where his son might be the next best thing. If you looking at Bronny Jr., it's like Bronny Jr. is coming up, he's playing basketball. Dwayne Wade's the same way. It seems like Jay-Z. He having kids. Blue Ivy had a fucking platinum record, had fucking a platinum song before she even turned one. I'm pretty sure she got stakes or some shit like that. Or I'm pretty sure Blue Ivy got fucking real estate. I'm just saying, like, and that's that generational wealth thing that people try to pass down. But I don't know. I've seen a lot. This always I don't want to say bothered me, but I always like looked at it that way with female celebrities, especially black celebrities. Especially when you see black female celebrities. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like rest in peace to Regina King's child. I didn't even know she had a child. I didn't. Now that's probably her life being secretive, and that's good. But it's just but I knew that Bill Cosby had kids. I knew, Jay Z had kids. Y'all, everybody knows Future got kids. Future got like 10, 11 of them. Everybody knows Boozy has kids. This never, is it it's obviously it never stopped men. Because they're still going to be having kids and shit. NBA, like, motherfucking Nick Cannon uh, got a slew of kids, obviously. Especially one with Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey's still making the. Erykah Badu got like 3 kids, and she's still where she at. Matter of fact, I don't know. People like that Baduism done changed people's life, and she got like 3 baby daddies and shit. So I don't know, ladies. This is like a legitimate question. It's like, do you often feel like you have to sacrifice your career for a family and all that stuff? And if you do, why? Because obviously you have examples of people actually, still having careers while having a family, just like a Cardi B and Beyonce. And I think Nia Long. Nia Long has a child. I remember her seeing her child and all that stuff, but it's just like I don't know. I look, and the only reason this came up because I looked at Tracy Ellis Ross and I realized Tracy Ellis Ross doesn't have kids. Nor do I think she's ever been married or even proposed to. And it's just like she seems like, and I don't know her personally. She seems like a level-headed woman, but is she one of those? But I'm also wondering if she's one of the women that put her career ahead of her, you know, her having a family and all that stuff. It's like finding the right guy because is for some people it's about finding the right guy, and a lot of other people, um, they don't. I don't know. It's just one of those things where I feel like some people do it and some people don't. So, ladies, that's my question. Do you feel like you got to sacrifice uh, your career for a family? Let me know in the comment section. Till then, my name is Moschino Flying. I'm out. Peace.